Welcome to another CUPS tutoring tutorial. Our goal is to condense information into videos that are somewhat rich in content but still take a very short time to watch. More than one viewing is usually required for a new skill. Let's talk a little bit about formulas. The best way to do a formula, if you know exactly what you want to type in, there's not much to put in, is to use the equal sign, which is a special code that tells Excel you're about to do a formula. Then we can do things like we can say just B2 plus C2, and you'll see obviously that's going to add the blue box plus the red box. That's going to add 99 cents to nothing. So if we want to change that, we can double click it and we can edit the formula again. So what about B2 plus like B4? Well, now we see the red box is around the $2, so now we should get $2.99. All right, but there are other ones too. You can have the first number and then an operator like a plus, minus, times, divide. And you can add on to that too, and commutative properties and everything apply for the most part. However, you usually want to use a function name. In this case, we want to add everything up with a function called sum. You'll see that when you start typing it, it suggests other functions too. You should explore those. Let's go ahead and put in a range by saying Shift 9 and putting in a parentheses. We're going to go from B2 to B4. Naturally, this is not the only way to do a function. We can also use this f of x tool on the top. Insert a function. Great tool. Really helps. These things are for grabbing the range, okay? But you should explore that if you want to use that way. But one of my favorites is only effective if you understand those only two ways. Those other two ways, if you understand, go to formulas and AutoSum, or in fact, right there in the home ribbon, here's a little shortcut for AutoSum. AutoSum's cool because you click it and Excel tries to guess what you want to add up. A lot of times, if you have a simple list like this, it's going to guess right. But sometimes it's going to guess wrong. That's why you need to understand how the formula is working before you start doing the automagic kinds like this. Anyway, we don't just have sums. We have, oh, wait a second. Let's rename that. Did you see that? I can't believe I missed that. How about groceries? That's a good name for this worksheet. Back to the mileages worksheet over here. So, what do you think we're going to put for this one? We want to average all the combined mileages for these cars, so we're going to AVERAGE. Oh, well, there it is. Or if you type the beginning of average, you'll probably notice it on the list, and you can do it that way too. All right, so anyway, I want the average, all right, of what? Well, I can type D2 to D5. I can go ahead and just grab D2 to D5 as well, if that's easier. Grab the middle with the white plus sign, not the edge, of course. We'll talk about that someday. And we'll say enter, and the average is 30.25. But you can also go to auto average. Over here in the automatic, if you hit the down arrow, the sigma by itself right here, that's just going to do sum every time. The down arrow will ask you some basic functions. Of course, there are more that it'll try to guess. I'm going to click on average, and it says D2 to D6 this time. Why do we think it said D6? I wouldn't say it's wrong. There's nothing in D6 that won't throw us off. Okay, it doesn't count it as a 0 or anything unless I put a 0 in there. And well, anyway, it guessed maximum. Can I do auto maximum? So that space in there is going to mess it up. It's important that I know what to do, so I can say backspace, and I know that a range goes here, so all I have to do is grab the range of the numbers that I want in the maximum. Or I can type out equals the function I want, Shift 9 for a range, D2 to D, whatever the last one is. In my case, it's D5. All right. And I hope that gets you started on using functions. Go practice. This has been brought to you by CUPS Tutoring. Remember to practice these skills without the video right away to help them take hold in a more active part of your memory. And above all, while trying to learn new material, remember to set aside time to get plenty of exercise and sleep. Thank you for watching our demonstration.